If you was to walk up to me and say,
"Hey, name 3 classic horror novels right now,"
I would probably be like,
Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and Robert Louis Stevenson's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Now, these stories have immense power. They're about like Godzilla. There's a good chance you could walk up to somebody on the street who's never even read Dracula and say, "Do you know who Dracula is?" And there's a good chance to be like, "Yeah, he's a vampire, right?" And be like, I'm almost certain Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is almost in that same category. The original novel of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was written by Robert Louis Stevenson way long time ago, back in like the 1800s, and set in like Victorian London. And I find the story to be very similar to Frankenstein. Whereas Frankenstein used body parts to create a monster, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde makes a monster, but out of himself. Story goes, the scientist is kind of obsessed with like separating the good part of a person from the bad part of a person, being able to turn them off like a light switch. I need to go to work, so I need to be on the up and up today, but after I get off work, I'm ready to get wild and go crazy, yeah! It's setting it in Victorian London, where there is a very severe difference in people. You have the rich, well-to-do, snobby people, and the poor, drunken, gin-obsessed, live-in-the-slum poor people. And there's that whole question of morality, you know. Is it right to be like this, or is it right to be like this? What is right, you know, when there's no gray in the middle? Not really here to talk about Robert Louis Stevenson or the book itself. I'm here to talk about a movie. Which movie? Well, how about the 1920 silent version starring John Barrymore? A friend of mine was out and about movie shopping and he come across this and was like, "Hey, I found this. Do you want this?" And I was like, "Wow, yes sir, I think so." Shout out to you, man. Thanks a lot. The movie opens up with Dr. Jekyll already being established as a very wealthy and well-to-do scientist, hard at work in his lab. And what is he working on? I don't know. Also in the lab with Dr. Jekyll is one of his rich colleagues, Dr. Richard. Jekyll leans over and says, "I tell you, man, we've only begun to discover what the human mind can do. We should explore more of it." And Dr. Richard is like, "Man, I don't know, man. That sounds like dangerous shit. I wouldn't mess with that." "Come on, come over here and see what I've been working on. It's cool as shit." Fine. If you just quit whining about it. One look. Alright, I'll take one look. There you go. Come on, man. I swear to God, it's awesome. Swear. Okay. Alright. What is it? The fuck is this? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be, but he turns around and says, "You're messing with things you ought not," kind of. He calls it sacrilege, and you're messing with the supernatural. Whatever, you don't get it. Dr. Jekyll is so well off anyway that he has an Alfred, a personal butler. Butler comes in to literally remind Jekyll that it's time for him to go to his day job, which is running a free clinic out of his own pocket in the poorest slums of the city to provide free health care for the poor that live there. You know, which is a very stand-up, respectable thing to do, you know. He's spending his own money out of his own pocket to run this clinic, and he runs it himself with a group of other people that he pays. Pretty much establishing this character as being very selfless, you know. He works and lives for others. He's just trying to do a good job for everybody else kind of thing. Which is not a bad way to be. The butler also reminds him that he has a dinner engagement at Sir George's this evening. And he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks very much." "Yep, we look like vampires. Okay, we're ready to leave. Let's go." And out into the cobblestone horse carriage type ass street. Jekyll's clinic is just full of sad, sick, pathetic looking people. Boo hoo hoo. But then he walks through the door, and everybody perks up. They all flock to him like, "Help me, help me." And he'll take them all. He's like, don't worry, you'll all get your turn. I'll fix everybody. Don't you worry, sir. Don't you worry. Meanwhile, we cut to the mansion of Sir George, where all the party guests have arrived and we are waiting on dinner to begin. Can you please leave me alone, you fucking creep? No, I think I'll stand here a little longer. It turns out that Dr. Jekyll is betrothed to Sir George's daughter. And then some kid shows up with a note. Sir, a note for you. Oh, excuse me. What does it say? It pretty much says that Dr. Jekyll is running late and to go ahead and start dinner without him. And she's bummed. Dr. Jekyll is still at work tying up little Timmy's arm, I guess. Some time goes on, and the ladies have retired for the evening, while the men still sit at the table drinking. Sir George is like, what's up with that Jekyll guy? Why is he such a goody two-shoes? They're like, he's like one of the best people I know. He'll do anything for anybody. George is like, But better late than never, he finally shows up. Hey, how you doing? Sorry I'm late. Would you like some food? I don't know. You want something to drink? No, I'm kinda good. No, you're having a drink. Sir George's view of how to spend his wealth is he spends it on himself. On big parties, lots of ladies, lots of drinking, mad debauchery, spends it on himself, while Jekyll spends it on everybody, runs that free clinic out of his own pocket, and is trying to use science to better humanity. They're clashing pretty hard about that. George is like, I don't understand you. Why do you live so much for other people? Have you even tried to live for yourself? Have some fun? Pleasure and all that. Jekyll's kind of like, he's like, I really don't want to. That's really not me, I know I've never done it, but it's just, I don't know. I've never wanted to do that. It's just not in me. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. And he gets a little spark of inspiration and finally has a drink. You know what? Why not? He says, you're still young. You should live life to the fullest like me. What will you have at my age? And then they go hit the clubs where there's a whole bunch of drinking and getting rowdy going on. Hey, shut the fuck up over there, will ya? Hey, talking to us? Hey, why don't you fuck yourself? Yeah, yeah, they told him to fuck himself. And he's like, introducing to the stage, Miss Dancing Lady. Band plays a bunch of tunes, and here she comes. I'm assuming this is what you would call an old-timey strip club. Jekyll and the gang of the rich fellas show up at the club, and they're like, you ready to get wild? I'm ready to get nuts. Come on, don't be a bitch. Come on inside. It'll be fun as fuck, I swear. Alright, I'm coming. And as soon as they walk in, they are greeted with the face of alcoholism. Yeah, motherfucker, what's up? I'll suck your dick. Follow me, boys, to my private table in the fancy room. You'll drink, honey. You drink. Whatever. That's the fancy VIP room? Wow. They all look like vampires. That's awesome. Every other person in the group is like, yeah, this is about to be awesome. Man, check out that girl. Isn't she pretty? And Dr. Jekyll is really uncomfortable. Presumably, this is his first time into a place like this. And they're watching the girl just kind of twirl around. Jekyll looks either terrified or enthralled. This guy is still just like, why you act like this? God, you're weird. Sir George tells this guy to go downstairs. He literally goes downstairs and asks to buy her for the evening. And dude's like, yeah, I think I can get that done. No problem. She'll be up there when she's done. I don't really know what is trying to be implied here. Either he just bought a private dance or he bought her for the evening for Jekyll. Oh, you're the rich, nice man that man hired me to, you know. He don't know how to feel. He says, go for it. But he's like, no, it don't feel right. I'm uncomfortable. I'm out. Everybody's like, what? That really happened? What a fuck. Well, hey, I'm still here. You ain't done yet. Now, okay, Sir George is Dr. Jekyll's fiance's father. I don't really understand what's really happening here. I'm assuming it's some kind of arranged marriage or something. But it just feels totally bizarre for, like, you're engaged to my daughter, but I'm gonna buy you a girl for the evening so you could... This behavior is bizarre to me. It just... I probably would have done the same thing. I'm like, no, this feels like a trap. I'm marrying your daughter. Like, I don't blame Jekyll at all in this situation. Back at Jekyll's house, him and his buddy are pretty much sitting around the living room. His buddy's like, you know, Sir George is right. He pretty much has done it all. And Jekyll's like, whatever, man. That guy's a fucking creepy, selfish lech. And he says about the only thing he did do was raise his daughter proper. And they're like, that's right. So there is some duality with this guy. He's not a complete fuck. He's got some that balances him out. Wouldn't it be great if we could split our good sides and evil sides apart like a light switch? Dude's like, yeah, but that's impossible. He's like, well, I'm pretty tired. I think I'll hit the hay for tonight. Now Jekyll is completely committed to finding that answer. And for weeks and weeks, he keeps himself cooped up in his laboratory, hard at work, until one night, he finally gets the courage to try his little experiment. All right, if this works, it'll be a breakthrough in medical science. If it doesn't, I'll fucking die. Huh. Okay, hold on a sec. I gotta think about this. Doesn't know what to do. Still thinking about that smug son of a bitch. You haven't slept with as many hookers as I have, loser. Motherfucker, that's it. I'll show him. I'll drink this and I'll fuck everybody. Alright, here goes nothing. Down the hatch, cheers. Woo! Ah, fuck! It tastes like battery acid and cyanide. What am I mixing? What the fuck? Whoa. What's up, bro? How you doing? How's that making you feel? Feel alright? He looks awesome. Ooh, hands got big and ugly, eh? Fuck it, I wish those were my hands. Wow. Get a load of that. Hey, I feel different. Am I different? Let's go see. Where's a mirror when you need one? God damn it. Why don't I have a mirror in here? Better shut the door. Shut the damn door. One of the only notable things about this movie that I do know is that during that first transformation scene, John Barrymore didn't use any makeup on his face, just on his hands. That transformation was all done with his facial contortions, you know. He went from looking like this to looking like that, you know. So that's pretty cool. But from here on out, he will have some kind of makeup, prosthetic, and all that other stuff. But it wasn't too bad. I like it. Comes in, grabs a candle. Let's look at a mirror. Whoa. Yep, we're looking pretty wild. I'd say appearance-wise, the potion has done its job. Now that the potion has seemed to work, can it be reversed? And there's our boy, hard at work, mixing in the kitchen. Yeah, a little bit of pen ink for my gin and tonic. Oh boy. Well, here goes nothing. Oh my god, that hurts worse. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Dun-na-na-na, he's dancing. Whoa, shit, he tripped. Hey. Well, shit. He looks a little different. You did it. Look at you. Just a quick check. Better look at myself in the mirror. Am I really back to normal? Huh. I did it. Holy shit. I fucking rule. Hey, who's there? He tells his butler that he has a friend named Hyde, and he has permission to have full access to his house and mansion and all that stuff. And his butler's like, okay. Seems a little rushed if you ask me. Immediately the next night, he goes to the slums and rents a room in Mr. Hyde's name so he could have a place to live out his alternate life fantasies. Again, this feels extremely rushed. If I was a brilliant scientist like Dr. Jekyll and I discovered how to do this, I would do extensive controlled research on what it was like to be Mr. Alternate Man, you know, and immediately naming him. I guess you would have to immediately name him in order to, you know, differentiate the two. But like, don't go buy a house in public with strangers. That puts everybody at risk. You don't know how dangerous this is. This might be horrible. But whatever, that's not me, you know. Maybe he's thinking like, fuck all that, it'll take too long. With the house bought, the experiment can commence. Mr. Hyde starts living out everything that Dr. Jekyll cannot do, which includes going back to that same strip club and, well, hey, Mr. Hyde, how you doing tonight? How the wife and kids? I ain't got no fucking wife and kids. You know why I'm here. I want a broad, see? And I'm willing to pay top dollar, for that one. Make that happen? For you, mate? You know what? Alright. At a low. Come over here, bitch. Call Mrs. G over here. Don't worry, bruh. I'll send her up to the private room. Mrs. G? What? You're getting hired by that dude over there with, you know. Alright, fine. Hold on. What? You got hired? Oh, fuck. Fine. Sorry, bro. Money. I'm gonna go to the bar and get fucked up. You send her there and make sure she's waiting. She shows up like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I guess I'll sit and wait then. Alright. Hey, what's up, chick? And she is immediately like, whoa. He looks kind of like a hunchback motherfucker, doesn't he? What's up, dollface? My name is Hyde. Hi, Hyde. Yeah, talk is cheap. Sit down. Takes her hand, holds it out, kisses her hand, and immediately it's like, whoa, what's up with this ring here? She says it's some kind of French thing. They hide poison in it. It's cool, isn't it? Check it out. You can hide dope in there. It's pretty badass. Mr. Hyde is like, you know what? You're right. That is cool. Give it here, motherfucker. Yeah, got me a new ring. Mr. Hyde is establishing himself as being somewhat of a rough customer, as you might say. There are several scenes of him just kind of being a dick. Get your things and get lost. Dr. Jekyll, for whatever reason, makes a will and pretty much writes that in the event of my death or any kind of bullshit, Mr. Hyde gets everything. In the unlikely event of my death, my friend Edward Hyde gets everything, blah. Yep, that's what it says. Okay, cool. This looks great. Who the fuck is Mr. Hyde? That's none of your business. It is what it is. That's my boy. There we go. Let's sign this bitch. I'm done talking about it. His buddy that's there with him is like, dude, you remember you got a fiance? Like, I see her regularly. She's worried about you. You ain't went and seen her in months. Like, don't you think you ought to say, hi every once in a while? Like I said before, it feels like he rushed into this whole double life thing a little quickly because an undisclosed amount of time has passed and Mr. Hyde has been going wiki wild on this side while Dr. Jekyll has been still living his sober, conservative, kind of reserved style. At some point, this motherfucker needs to sleep, right? He doesn't look tired and exhausted, hanging out with his fiance, playing the piano, and he looks fucking wrecked. His girl leans in like, it sure is good to spend some time with you. And he clearly is just somewhere else. He can't even focus. He's like, yes, but I love you, but, I can't be here. I got other shit on my head. I'm fucked up. And sees that she's bummed out. I'm sorry I've been a distant prick these last few months. Please forgive me, because I swear, my work is important, but our love is forever, and I am forever yours. Smooch. Mr. Hyde out on the town ends up at some sleazy bar, and he's like, give me a shot at some shit. And she's like, okay. And there's some freaked out people. He thinks he's covered with ants. Oh, okay. Hello, lady. How are you? And she's like, whatever. Hey, talking to you, see? You know who the fuck I'm is? What do you say, doll? You ever been with a man in a top hat? Who's this? Another girl walking up? You look tired and dirty. About like me. You know what? I think you'll do as well. What do you say? You into 2-on-1 or what? Get over here. You too, motherfucker. Pretty as a picture, on your knees. And you pretty sweet. Without showing too much, I'm pretty sure I can interpret what that scene was supposed to suggest. He ends up wandering into a literal opium den and buying another girl. Hey. Well, howdy do, I'm a conehead. What a silly fuck. Jekyll's fiance in the meantime is like, has he forgotten about me or has something happened? And he's like, there, daughter. He's a busy man. The next day, Sir George and his buddies show up at his house like, where's Dr. Jekyll? And they're like, I don't know, he ain't been here. And they're like, my daughter's greatly concerned, and now I guess I am as well. Where the fuck could he be? As they're standing there talking on the streets, a couple of neighborhood kids are sitting there playing on the sidewalk. Come on, run across the street, yay! But then, Mr. Hyde comes in, bumps into the little kid, knocks him over. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what? Oh, standing on this kid I just trampled? Fuck him, who gives a shit? This immediately draws the attention of the entire neighborhood who's like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, get off me. Damn your interference. What business is it of yours? You fucker, you bucker, I can't believe you fucker. Oh! Get out of my fucking face. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm Mr. Hyde. I don't give a fuck. I'm going home. Dude's following him. You ain't coming in. I don't give a fuck how close you follow me. Shit. He literally goes inside his apartment, comes back out with a check. Made out to a whole bunch of money, signed by Mr. Jekyll. Says, whatever, that's who wrote the check. They're like, huh. Now, the regular basic people have now had their first interaction with Mr. Hyde. The man that Dr. Jekyll said, if anything happens to me, Mr. Hyde gets everything. They're like, why the fuck is Dr. Jekyll hanging out with this piece of shit? After coming back to his senses, Dr. Jekyll now paces alone, locked in his laboratory like, man, this is fucked up. I don't know if I can do this no more. This is starting to take a toll on me. And his fiance's dad is knocking at the door. He's like, who the fuck is that? Damn door, it's always somebody. Well, long time no see, Mr. Disappearing Act, bro. And pretty much confronts Jekyll straight up like, yo, what the fuck are you up to? Why are you hanging out with this Mr. Hyde guy? That guy is no good. And honestly, if you keep that kind of company, then you're not going to marry my daughter. And upon hearing that news, he starts freaking out. Oh no! Now he no longer needs the potion. Whoa! Ba-bam, right before your eyes in front of the old man. Now what you gonna do? We're gonna eat your soul, boy. Holy dog shit. Wow, that just happened right in front of me. Holy fuck shit. Whoa, hold on. Wow, attack, fall down, run away. Wah! Smack, smack. Get over there. Oh shit. Boom, on your fucking face. Get on the ground, god damn it. Oh my god, what's he doing, biting him? Weird. Holy shit, Mr. Hyde, you've lost it. You're a madman. Oh no. All the servants like, you hear that noise? Smack, smack, break your head, melon smush. Uh-oh, did I go too far? Fuck that. Nope, one more for the road. I heard that noise, let's go upstairs, downstairs, wherever we're at. Oh shit, run away. Ooh, gotta hide. Where's that noise? Oh my god, do you see that? Whoa, dude's head is split all the way open. Fuck that shit, I'm leaving. Goodbye, bye. Call the police, Scotland Yard, all that shit, whatever you want. They tell the police they think it was Mr. Hyde, and they know he's renting a room downtown, so let's get over to that apartment. After the savage attack on Sir George, Mr. Hyde runs all the way back to the room he's renting and starts destroying all paper, records, evidence, or whatever that connects him to Dr. Jekyll. Presumably so that Dr. Jekyll won't get roped into a murder plot. If he moves quick enough, he could possibly pull this off. And about this time is when his daughter finds out that her dad has been viciously murdered by Mr. Hyde. They show up at the room and they're like, oh yeah, Mr. Hyde, yeah, his room's right here. And as soon as they go in there, it's pretty much been stripped. They're too late. He was too quick for him. Mr. Hyde, as slick as you can be, has made it back, safe and sound and pretty much scot-free. Just shut the door, lock it behind you, and keep quiet. You just might make it through this. Who's on the other side? Oh, the daughter of the man I just killed. I don't think I'll be opening that door. If anything, I'm gonna lock myself in here. The police are on their way back to talk to Mr. Jekyll about what's up with Hyde. Hyde's in there trying to make the last of his potion to change himself back. Let's see. Mix this. Pour that. What was the mixture again? Close enough, whatever. And just in the nick of time. Back to normal. Looking good. Okay, gotta get my mind right. Time to go out there and tell him I had nothing to do with it and Hyde is an asshole. He walks out to greet the cops, be like, what happened? He's like, that Mr. Hyde guy that you said could hang out here, he did this. He committed this murder. And he's like, you know what? He's been acting like an asshole the last few times we've hung out, so I'm cutting ties with him. I officially don't know him no more, and everything that you guys want to do to him is fair game. Go for it. Go get him. And that works, you know? The police are searching for Mr. Hyde, and Dr. Jekyll is kind of hiding away in his laboratory like, wow, I can't believe that happened. Maybe this is dangerous. Maybe I should stop messing with this stuff. But now he's taken too much of the drug and asleep in his bed. An evil creature appears out of nowhere and crawls onto his bed. No, he says, stay away. But it crawls up, lays on top of him, and kabam! He no longer needs the potion to transform. He can just become Mr. Hyde whenever Mr. Hyde feels like coming out. It's kind of like the Incredible Hulk. You know, once he gets angry enough, he becomes this giant monster, you know. Whereas this, I don't really know what triggers it. It seems to be at random. Like he was asleep and he woke up as Mr. Hyde. Like, you know? He is in the lab flipping out because he is out of the essential drugs and ingredients to make the potion to stay, to ward off the transformations. And the butler shows back up with another dry run. I couldn't find any of the drugs the master wanted. He looking like a straight junkie in this fucking chemist lab. Oh yeah, it's drug time. Please tell me you have good news. I'm fiending like a son of a bitch in here. What's up, man? You got the shit? I couldn't, man. There's no more. I couldn't find any more. Get out of here. I don't want to see anybody. Fuck. I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, I feel crazy. Desperate to fix the situation, they call upon his fiancée to be like, can you please talk to him? Please. He's acting like a straight junkhead. And she's like, I don't know what I can do, but I'll try. He said he loved me, I guess, so it is worth something. Knock, knock, knock. What? Who's that? Is that the man with the drugs? Honey, it's me. It's been like way too long and you're acting like a freak. Oh no, not you. Oh my god. Honey, please, no. You cannot be here. I swear to God. No, I'm locking the door. Hands are transforming. Oh my god. Oh no. Holy fuck shit. I swear to God, girl, you cannot come in here. Please, no, don't be like that. No, 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 you don't understand. No, get away. If you give a fuck about me, you will run away. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Fuck it. It looks like he's biting his hand. I'm gonna chew my fingers off. What'd you do? Honey, what's going on in there? It sounds insane. Insane, you say? Well, let me show you what crazy looks like. He walks over, lets her in, shuts the door behind him. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. I know you. Ooh, pretty girl. You know me, you say. Funny face ass dude. Come here, bitch, you mine. No, you stay away from me, creepy. Nope, I'm getting close. I'm getting way close. I'm gonna get so close, it'll be too close. I'm gonna turn my back to you. That way I ain't gotta look at you. Hey, girl. What do you say we go out on the town? But then, as she tries to get away... Come here, you mine! La, 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 la. He starts spazzing out. Blah! Why is he spazzing out? Ah, my heart! Oh, my heart! Let me out! Let me out! This place sucks! What? Did you hear that? Dude, that room sucks. That guy's evil. What's all the noise? Oh my God, girl on the floor. Girl on deck. Get down here, boys. Pick her up. Come on. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm having a heart attack or some shit. Slump back on the table. Dude walks in, sees dude laying back, and he's like, whoa. What the hell happened? But then, right before his eyes, holy shit, like a werewolf, he's back to normal. What? That was him? Holy shit. And that ring that he took from the dancer must have had poison in it. And it seems like he put a suicide pill in there. And right during his last transformation, he must have eaten it. He has taken his own life. Wow. What happened? Hyde has killed Dr. Jekyll. No, say it isn't so. And that's it. Movie fades out. The end. It turns out that ring that he got from that Italian dancer that held the poison that opened up, when it looked like he was biting his hand, I guess he might have been eating a suicide pill or something that he pre-programmed or pre-plugged in, you know? And in an act of absolute desperation in order to save his girlfriend from himself, I guess, he ate it before Mr. Hyde opened the door and let her in. You know, this was my first real exposure to the actual story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I have been exposed to this character before, but like, it's kind of like Dracula or Frankenstein. Even if you've never read the books for either one of them, you know what this is about. I never really considered how Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde would end. I guess it would end with their mutual destruction, because it's not like you can kill one and keep the other unless, you know, he developed another potion, I guess, that would permanently seal that evil side or whatever. And honestly, I believe this story to be almost a commentary on alcoholism, you know? You ever heard somebody say, you're not yourself when you drink, you know? And every time he drinks this potion, he becomes not himself, almost an aggressive, over-exaggerated, disgusting version of himself. I kind of believe that this is a commentary on that kind of thing. Very cool story, very thought-provoking in a way. Should we be dabbling in things we ought not for the benefit of medical science, or should we learn how to control ourselves in the event of, an extraordinary circumstance? I've seen little clips of this movie before. This movie's in the public domain, so even if you haven't seen this movie, in Rob Zombie's music video, Dragula, the last 5 minutes of this movie are clipped into like the first 4 seconds of that music video. I can't play any of it because of copyright crap, but, look it up. You'll see. I absolutely love old horror movies like this. Old silent horror movies are, they're not scary in the way that modern horror movies are. They don't torture you with loud ass sound design or jump scares or anything like that, but they're haunting, It's like trying to remember a bad dream and you only get distorted, cut up chunks of the experience you had. It's like when I first got this DVD and was looking at it and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And on the back of it, and I was like, he looks like a fucking zombie. Like, that looks kind of awesome. I was pretty excited to check this version out. And when I finally saw this movie and saw him transform the first time, it was like, wow, man, that's cool as fuck, They didn't have a whole lot of special effects in this movie. It was all just kind of camera tricks and, just some acting and costumes. And they did a fucking hell of a job. This is a good movie. This is pretty cool. 1920s. Over 100 years old, and this movie is still entertaining. I have a lot of people tell me that they cannot watch silent movies. They say they're boring. I just can't sit through a silent movie. And I tell them, you're doing it wrong. Here's what you gotta do. When you put in a silent movie, if you don't want to sit there and absorb it the way it's supposed to be absorbed, then guess what? You can mute the TV, you can talk through it, you can play whatever music you want in the background. And I'm just saying, Nosferatu is pretty cool with White Zombie playing in the background. Just saying, try it out. Anybody who knows the story for real, they probably leave out a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of context or whatever. The silent version that I have is more like, I would call it a clip notes version, It's like they're hitting all the major marks in the story, but you're not getting all that in-depth dialogue that I'm sure that the novel has. I like horror movies. I like old horror movies. I enjoy old silent horror films. This is why we have modern movies today. It's because of movies like this. And if I wore a hat, I would tip it to this movie, along with Faust, Nosferatu, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. So that's it. That's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1920. Pretty good film. I'd honestly give it an 8 out of 10 as far as entertainment value goes. Granted, as long as you're in the right mindset, if you're ready to sit down and watch a serious movie about some serious shit, then a silent movie is not for you. You can talk through a silent film. You can put your own music in the background. They can be enjoyed in different ways that modern movies are enjoyed today, and that's kind of why I like them. It's because you can kind of make it your own experience, If you made it to the end of the video, then that is super awesome, and thank you so much. Because old movies like this need to be shared with modern audiences, And if you like this video, please like it, share it around, The algorithm doesn't really like me that much, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Before we finally head off, though, I have been playing a silent drinking game with this movie. Every time somebody takes a drink of something, I took a drink of something. I dropped that. And I'm pretty drunk. I don't really condone it if you're not 21, but if you are, give it a try. You might end up like me, good and drunk. But on the for real note, though, thank you so much for watching. It's been a good time. I love this old shit. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.